Hey, Craig at Willie Farms again. We are here to install 2 packages of bees. We'll do 2 packages. You may only see us install the 1 or a combination of both. First of all, I want to talk about location. Where you want your bees is, if you can, someplace that is not damp, not in a low-lying area that's going to collect water. We've got these set on cinder blocks right now to keep them off the ground. Ideally, we could have it up a little higher to make it easier to work, but we don't. We've got a little bit of late afternoon shade right here, but we've got sun during midday. And you need some sun on your beehives if you can. It's not always good for the beekeeper, but it's good for the bees. Helps them to maintain the temperature in that hive, especially during colder evenings and stuff. That solar heat will help heat them up. Help them to keep pests down. We want to have a windbreak, which we do from our west. We mainly get westerly winds. It will break that wind up a little bit. We're up on a hill, so we don't have any moisture here. They do get midday sun, so we're good there. The only thing that we might have concerns with later, and it will be this winter, is the north. We don't have a great windbreak. We've got some further down, but we may have to create an artificial windbreak during the winter to keep that north wind off of them. So we'll get back with you on that. The thing we need to talk about when we're talking about location is you do not need these right on the property line if you can help it. If you feel like you need to let your neighbors know you've got bees, go ahead and let them know. The neighbors we've got right now are some cows. They said they didn't care. Make sure your city ordinance allows bees if you're in an urban location. You can keep your bees wherever you have to keep them. Whatever space you've got, they just do not need to be in a fully shaded area. They do not need to be in a damp area. So you have to put them where you've got room to put them. So do the best you can. What we're going to do is be installing this package here in just a few minutes. All right, we're going to install this package. The queen is in here. You can see this black strap. The queen is attached to that. There is a syrup can in here that has been feeding the bees. This lid covers the syrup can, so the bees are not going to come out when I open this lid. But when I pull the syrup can out, then they can. So we're going to have to knock them down. So what we're going to do is open this up, pull the syrup can out, pull the queen out. We're going to transfer the queen over to the hive that she's going to be into. And then we're going to take some of the bees, put them close to the queen. We're going to lay this box down and this deep and let them come out of the box on their own. We're not going to shake them out because, number one, there's a lot of dead bees in there, and any dead bees that falls in that hive, they are going to have to physically drag out, and that's going to put more stress on the colony. If we're shaking them, that is going to cause more stress on the bees. We want to avoid that. The less stress, the better. I'm going to try to do all this without gloves or suit or anything because this is not a hive. This is more like a swarm. So they should not be defensive. Now what we're going to do is open this up. I'm going to, like I said, try to do this without gloves. They will still sting you if you mash them, but they're not going to sting in defense of a hive. So we're going to pry this up. Packages usually come from the south. In our cases, these are Italian. Now pop the lid. When we remove the lid, the can is blocking anything from coming out. The queen is attached to this black strap right here. So what we need to do is get this can out, and it is kind of sunk down in there. So this may take some finagling. All right. Okay, we've got our frames in our hive over here. We are attempting to get this can out of here. We're going to keep attempting until we succeed. This is your first test as a new beekeeper. Okay, now I've got to hold the can. Now what we're going to do is with our finger, hold the queen, undo the staple that's holding her in place. Try not to drop her into the bees. They wouldn't care, but when you go dig that out, you would. Did they really have to put it in there that good? All right, now we have moved the 4-inch staple. What we're going to do is shake the bees down so we can remove the queen. We're going to put this back on top to keep all those bees back in there. Here we go. All right, now we got bees. There's our syrup can. Try not to mash any. If you do, they send off an alarm signal, and then that really makes them ticked off. All right, here we go. Here's the queen.
Set it on top of there for a second. So you're gonna have to set it somewhere else there for a second.
We're gonna check and make sure she's still alive. She is a marked queen. So there's that white dot on her. I don't know if you can see it or not. If you can see here, these bees are fanning. See them fanning their wings? They're trying to say, hey, the queen is over here, come over here. They've got a gland on their back, and I will explain all the technical terms of the bee biology later. But right now we're going to get her in here. Usually what I do in wooden frames, I'll put a tack to hold it onto the wooden frame, but since these are not wooden, they're plastic, we're going to try to just jam this together so she will be secured in there. Now there's a bee on my thumb. That bee is not hurting me. I hadn't mashed her. And all the bees in this hive right now, unless there's a couple of straggler drones in there, are all female. The queen and all the workers are female. Okay, so now we're going to shake this hive down again. We're going to pour just a few of these bees, if we can. Right out on the queen, right there. All right, second one. We'll try not to mash any bees and try not to get caught in my hair anymore. Like I said, they're not defending their hive, but if you mash them, they will sting you. So be careful where you put your hands. Be careful where you sit. Because if one's on your pant leg and you put your hand down, you're going to get stung. It's just life as a beekeeper. Really life is if I'm a beekeeper, I get stung constantly. So. Take this lid off. Below that is the can of syrup. And this little black strap right here is holding the box with the queen. When we take this off, the bees are not going to come rushing out because the can is stopping. Alright, so we learned a while ago that we needed 2 hive tools, so we've got our second one over here. We'll try to get a hold of this can. Look at that. Come right out. Good deal. Okay, we got to hold the can.
Totally how it happens all the time.
Huh?
Totally how it happens.
Oh yeah, this happens this easy all the time. Constantly, yeah. Never. Shake the bees down. Pull that out. Put the lid back on real quick. We got the syrup out. Set it to the side. Now we're going to work on getting the queen out. Always have a sharp pocket knife. Queen's free. We just got to get a hold of that. Hang right there. We're going to knock them down again and pull the queen out. All right. There's the cage with the queen. We're going to get some of those bees off of there. can see the queen maybe. Alright. Queen is in that box. Bee is on my finger. She is marked. She's got a white dot on her. Pull that piece of cork out. That cork will reveal the sugar plug that is in there that the workers will eat away to get to the queen to release her. And then she will immediately start laying eggs because these bees will make comb at an amazing rate. So we're going to put her down in there. We're going to move this box. We're going to put the queen down. Ideally, we would face that up. Plug up. We put her down in there where they can get to that candy plug. We have to go to the bottom. Alright, it's in there. Put this frame back. Now, one thing about these frames, except for where the queen is, you want to put these frames together closely. Okay, and the queen is right down in here. I don't know if you can see the box or not. Alright, I'm going to put the inner cover on. We're going to put the can of syrup. We'll look at where the holes are and put it right over that. Alright, we have got the two packages installed. We've got the queen in the center one. She is set in there with a cork out, candy exposed where they can get the queen out. We have got the syrup, and above this, it is sitting on, this one is the screen inner cover. And we've got syrup cans sitting there where they can get syrup there. In the bottom, we've got the wooden package that the bees came in, laying on its side, where the bees can come out of there. The dead bees will all stay in there. They'll move up into here by the queen. You've seen how the bees were fanning a while ago. They'll immediately start building comb in here. The queen will be released 24 to 48 hours from now, something like that, and she will immediately start laying eggs. We will come back here in a couple of days. We will lift this off, make sure the queen is out and laying. We will take this one off with the package out. We'll set it back down. We will probably leave the syrup in there if there's still some in the can, and leave this feeder on top. The next time we come back, this will be a hive. So when we come back, we're not going to be bare like this. We will have gloves, and I will have my suit on, and we will use the hive smoker, and we'll show you how to use that. We'll get in there, we'll show you how to look for the eggs that the queen is going to be laying, and just kind of start going through this hive. We will get in these hives regularly to show you exactly what is going on, what stage they're at, and tell you what you need to be looking for and what you need to be doing. Your first year of beekeeping is very exciting. You'll be out here a lot. You do not want to over check your bees. So if you've got two, you can check one as much as you want to. Leave the other and just check it every 2 or 3 weeks once they get established. Now, when we come back in a couple of days, we'll get into both of them again, check them. So we'll see you then. Have a good day.